Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, I'll be giving a very simple argument for Salafiyah basically being misguided, and this will relate to their points about the attributes of Allah and their views regarding shirk and tawheed. Now, I'll go into more details on the other topics, right? On each of these topics in later videos. But the reason I'm specifically making this particular video right now is about the faith. Although the point about the Salafi view on shirk will be covered as well. Now, inshallah, I'll be giving a sound deductive argument for Salafi beliefs being wrong or misguided. Now, basically, what is a sound deductive arguments, right? I'll give one example. All bachelors are unmarried. Amar is unmarried. Amar is a bachelor, therefore Amar is unmarried. Right? If the premises are true, the conclusion has to be true for a sound deductive argument. There is no way around this point. Now, inshallah, this argument will show that Salafi beliefs cannot possibly be correct. And to reference that, I won't use art scholars, I'll use the scholars Salafi say are authorities from their own books. Let's get started. So here's the basic syllogism of the argument. The saved sect has to be present from the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam till the end of time. It can be easily proven that Salafi beliefs are not present for large portions of the time period from the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam till the end of time. Hence, Salafi beliefs are Salafis are not the same sect, and their beliefs are false and misguided. Now, the basic logic of the argument here follows, right? It's actually quite simple. We can establish from numerous ahadith the premise that the saved sect has to be present from the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ till the end of time. Because of the clear-cut ahadith on this, I don't think any Salafi will try to challenge this point. Now, because the correct saved sect has to be present from the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ till the end of time, right? The correct Muslim beliefs, whatever they are, they cannot be absent for any period of Islamic history. They simply can't be, right? Because they have to always be present if ahadith are correct and ahadith are correct. Now we can establish certainty, with quite a lot of certainty, that there are no scholars with Salafi beliefs for large portions of Islamic history, and I'll use Ibn Taymiyyah and Qarn Shaitan to prove this point, right? Now this relates to, again, as I said, both regarding Salafi beliefs regarding shirk and Salafi beliefs regarding attributes of Allah. So the first hadith is basically from Sahih al-Bukhari, right? I'm only quoting Bukhari and Muslim, so I don't think anyone has a right to, anyone can challenge these hadiths. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam was presented with two cups, one containing wine and the other milk, on the night of the night journey at Jerusalem. He looked at it and took the milk. Jibreel alayhi salam said, "Thanks to Allah who guided you to the fitrah," meaning Islam here. "If you had taken the wine, your followers would have gone astray." What does this last part mean? The followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will not go astray, right? The ummah won't be misguided, meaning, again, implying the same point, the safe sect will remain. I don't think there's any way around this point. The second hadith is from Sahih Muslim 1920, right? It has been narrated on the authority of Sawban Raziallahu anhu that Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "A group of people from my ummah will always remain triumphant on the right path and continue to be triumphant. He who deserts them shall not be able to do them any harm. They will remain in this position until Allah's command is executed, that is, Qiyamah is established," right? Now, think about this point. This is explicit, right? There is no way around this point. This is clear cut. This is even clearer than the first hadith I brought. This is explicitly saying that the saved sect has to remain from the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam till the end of time. There is no way around this. Now I'll go to the proofs of why Salafi beliefs don't do this. They don't survive for long portions of Islamic history. Right? The first reference is from Ibn Taymiyyah. Second reference is from Karna Shaitan Ibn Abdul Wahhab. Now, why is this relevant? The basically what this point will be showing, the reference from Ibn Taymiyyah will be showing that Ibn Taymiyyah's contemporaries and his immediate predecessors, right, they didn't have the beliefs, the Salafi beliefs, which means Salafi beliefs are absent for that time period. The reference from Ibn Abdul Wahhab will show that the Salafi beliefs are not present in his time. Think about this. This necessarily follows from their statements, unless Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Abdul Wahhab are lying, and I don't think Salafis will accuse them of lying. What these statements will show that the Salafi beliefs are not present in the time period and before the time period of Ibn Taymiyyah, the immediate time period of Ibn Taymiyyah, right? And these are not present in the time period and before the time period of Ibn Abdul Wahhab. Think about this. If Salafi beliefs are not present essentially in the time period before Ibn and contemporary to Ibn Abdul Wahhab, right? Salafi beliefs cannot be present for uh, all times of Islamic history. They are absent for the time. Same goes for the point about Ibn Taymiyyah. I think the point about Ibn Taymiyyah is even more stronger in this point, because this also shows that Salafi beliefs are not present for the time period, which goes against premise 1. Now, let me read the references from Majmu al-Fatawa. I'll link it in the video description. I'll link both these references. However, the issue of visitation to the grave of Prophet ﷺ and other issues beside these have emanated from later scholars, mutaakhirun, and there's a lot of confusion therein. At first, even myself and others were upon the way of our forefathers in this. So this is not just Ibn Taymiyyah, this is his predecessors as well. Forefathers doesn't mean just the immediate generation, this means a lot of previous generations from Ibn Taymiyyah, right? We used to advocate the doctrine of the innovators. Then, when it became clear to us that Messenger of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has brought, the matter became either following what Allah has revealed or following we have found our forefathers upon. And what was necessary is following the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So I think it's clear that what Ibn Taymiyyah believed, right, is different from what his forefathers believed. If that's the case, Salafi beliefs are not necessarily present for quite a large portion of Islamic history. Correct? Because Ibn Taymiyyah himself is admitting that his forefathers had different beliefs from him. And this reference, by the way, is not just about beliefs regarding shirk. This is also about the attributes of Allah. Keep this in mind. So again, simply proven, there is no way around this point. Second reference is from Karna Shaitan Ibn Abdul Wahhab. By the way, a video is coming on that Ibn Abdul Wahhab. Here's the reference. At that time, I did not know the meaning of La ilaha illallah, nor did I know the religion of Islam prior to this blessing which Allah has graciously bestowed. It was the exact same thing with my teachers. None of them had any such knowledge. Therefore, any of the ulama of Arid who claimed that he knew the meaning of La ilaha illallah, or that he knew the meaning of Islam, has certainly lied, falsified and deceived the people. If he claimed any of his teachers had any such knowledge, then he has certainly lied, falsified and deceived the people while praising himself with something which he does not possess. This is even clearer than what Ibn Taymiyyah said, right? And that was explicit, completely explicit as well. Think about this. The conclusion necessarily follows from this that Salafi beliefs cannot be present for large sections of Islamic history, right? I'm not bringing Sunni scholars here, I'm bringing Salafi scholars here. Keep this in mind. This is not something complicated, this is not something I'm lying about. And if I brought Sunni scholars, right, Salafis can say that I'm lying here or I'm using biased positions. But I'm not. I'm using the biggest Salafi authorities, Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Abdul Wahhab, and they are proving my point. Think about this. Just let me go back to the syllogism. The saved sect has to be present from the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ till the end of time. No one disagrees with this. If a particular belief is not present for sections or for time periods from the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ till the end of time, it cannot be the saved sect, right? This isn't complicated, and I think it is explicitly clear from the words of Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Abdul Wahhab that Salafi beliefs are not present for large sections of Islamic history. If they are not present, then Salafis cannot possibly be the safe sect. I don't think there's any way around this point. No amount of denial, whining, self delusion, desperation will change that. The premise 1 is proven from ahadith, from literal interpretations of ahadith, that I don't think even Salafis will dare to challenge, right? Premise 2 is proven from the words of Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Abdul Wahhab. Unless Salafis are claiming those two are liars, which Salafis will never claim, the point is proven, and Salafis are misguided, and there is absolutely no way around it. Inshallah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Inshallah, I'll make some more content on Salafis as well, but I'll keep focus. I'll also I won't take my focus away from Christians and atheists and most importantly Orientalists. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum.